Hi everybody, Jennifer Blevins-Smith with Integral Clinic Solutions, and you're watching my YouTube channel, Navigating the Business of Medicine. Today I'm just going to do a brief video discussing Medicaid credentialing. I have a lot of other videos regarding contract and credentialing, and I'm going to be releasing, if it hasn't come out yet, on Medicare credentialing. But I just wanted to kind of talk about Medicaid credentialing specifically because people get a little confused when it comes to Medicaid and the MCO plans that they offer and how that all kind of works together. A lot of states have now adopted MCO plans for their Medicaid plans. So before, back in the day, you had a Medicaid plan and you might have had a few tiers to the Medicaid plan, right? Or maybe you had the baseline Medicaid, you had kind of the little bit better, and then maybe like a children's program for Medicaid and health insurance. Well, it's gotten a little bit more complicated throughout the years because these MCO plans have started adopting or offering Medicaid plans, and it's kind of hard to keep up with unless you're familiar with an area. So I can speak to in Oregon, we have MCO plans and they're all divided by county. So one county might have one type of MCO plan, but another county doesn't have that specific MCO plan offered by that other insurance entity. And so there's a map on the Medicaid website, our Oregon Health Authority website, that kind of shows the distribution of those MCOs, and it's really difficult to get contracted and credentialed with an MCO outside of your county unless you can show that there's a shortage in your specialty, there's a need because maybe you're on the boundary of two counties, so you have people that come from both counties to your clinic. There's different ways and different things that they will look at, but basically if you're in Portland and you're in the Multnomah County area, chances are you're not going to be able to become contracted and credentialed with like the Salem MCOs in those counties down there. And so it's just one of those things you need to be aware of in the areas in which you bill and in which you practice, how these MCOs are set up. So there are MCOs that are ran by bigger commercial entities, let's say, or familiar insurance names like Blue Cross Blue Shield or Aetna or MODA, which is in Oregon, or maybe a Cigna or United Healthcare. And so they might have some Medicaid plans, MCO plans, in which they offer. Now, you might be contracted with these insurance plans as a commercial and Medicare even. Maybe they offer Medicare plans too, so they do the Medi-Medi thing. They do Medicare and Medicaid. But that doesn't mean that you are automatically contracted and credentialed with their MCO plan. People don't realize that just because you're contracted with United Healthcare and they have a Medicare and Medicaid program that you're automatically going to get the contract and credentialing for the Medicare and Medicaid plans. That's not usually how it works. You have to be credentialed and contracted with the base Medicare and the base Medicaid plans in order to be considered for those MCO plans or those Med Advantage plans when it comes to Medicare. So if you have United Healthcare and you have community care patients wanting to be seen, which is one of their Medicaid MCO plans, and you're not contracted with the state's Medicaid program, you cannot bill those community care plans. You first have to get contract and credentialed with the base state Medicaid plan, and then you build from there. It's like setting that foundation. There may be some exceptions to this. I've never ran across them personally. I just know that we get Medicaid and then we apply for the MCO plans. We get Medicare and then we apply for the Med Advantage plans. I am sure there's somewhere out there, because healthcare is so complicated and there's so many ins and outs and ways of doing things, that there's probably someone going to say, oh, I didn't have to be with the state Medicaid plan, but I'm with the MCO, and that's great. But I would not assume that's the norm, and I would assume, just to be on the safe side and play it optimistically, that you should get with your Medicaid plan for the state first and then work on those MCO plans. Managed care organizations can be really tricky. They can make you jump through many hoops. And if this is one that you can avoid and kind of be proactive about, then you're going to be sitting a lot better when you're moving forward with those contracting and credentialing specifically for those MCO plans. If you have any questions or comments regarding this, please leave that in the comments below. Smash the thumbs up button if today's video was helpful, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Please also share my video with anybody whom you feel would benefit. I appreciate the support. We'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.